Good morning, my dear. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. Today we're talking about the divine masculine energy that is, I'm using the term waking up, but it's kind of fully formed inside of us, inside every single one of us. And I want to talk about how that might be showing up in your life. I want to offer disclaimers that not everyone will choose this. It's kind of those we've talked about splits in timelines before. I'm really hoping my intention for today's video is to make this accessible, to offer validation, to offer some light codes. If this is a new language to you, welcome. My name is Sarah. I am a channeler and an astrologer. And today we're not talking about the astrology. We're talking about divine masculine energy and how this is waking up within each and every one of us. This is not, male or female. It has nothing to do with gender or body. We all have divine masculine energy and we have divine feminine energy within us. We can use the astrological lens of we all have a natal Mars and a natal Venus within us. So we might talk about Mars. One of my programs, my highlighted program right now is Mastering Mars. So if you're keen to really work with your divine masculine energy and understand it through an astrological lens to be very efficient in your processes, Mastering Mars is it's waiting for you. It's there. You get immediate lifetime access. So the link is in the description if you're interested in that. Let's talk. I got a new deck and it's the same pictures, but I want to use the back of the deck as the pause because I love this color. Like, so go pause the video, go grab your journal, a coffee or tea. And if this is your first time here at the Caffè, this is my multidimensional cafe. It's you and I having coffee or tea, maybe a snack or a juice, transcending time and space. And we're talking about the awakening of the planet. And I'm here to offer channeled messages for the leaders of New Earth and for that energy. So if that's you, if you have found the Caffè, you're right on time. Let's talk about divine masculine. Pause the video, go get your things. Okay, sweet. They're borderless. That's what's so special about them. Like, borderless. I love them. I love them so much. And I'm getting to know them. I'm working an event the end of the month and I wanted a new deck. The ones that I use normally, those are kind of at a space where they're very special and only myself or, it's very rare that I let someone else kind of touch those cards. I use them online and I use them for virtual sessions, but these I wanted to have a fresh deck that can be touched by more people. So when I do my events, I let people touch the cards. That's my way. That's my way of doing tarot. So let's talk about, and before we get started, if you are new around here as a channeler, when I'm talking to you, my guides show me pictures and images over here. So if I take a pause and I'm listening to them to offer more channeled messages, that might happen. I'm staring off into the tism space. That's just what's going on. I have a bunch of different galactic screens open in my normal waking mind through my waking eyes. If anyone can name that movie, if anyone can name that quote, we are dear friends. So I just want you to know that, if anyone can name that. But yeah, this feels as though, and I talked about this with, soul friends and dear acquaintances and subscribers and members. And there's been a few people within my more immediate circle that we've had this conversation about. And it has shown up within divine feminine presenting people. Have noticed that the divine masculine presenting people in their life are a lot more grounded, or they have more of the spiritual language. They aren't as adverse to the woo-woo or to meditation or to yoga or to really taking care of themselves. And also, there's a really powerful conversation that I had with a dear friend of mine where she was speaking really eloquently about how the divine masculine voice within her, the masculine within her was there to listen and to hold space and to hold the container for her as an unwaverable anchor. Whereas she was able to feel her emotions more because when she checked in with the divine masculine within her, that energy was like, yeah, girl, pop off. You can't affect this. I'm grounded. I'm whole. I'm here. You can have a pissy fit. You can have a hissy fit. You can cry. You can poop your pants if you want to. You can't shake me. I've got you. This was a conversation she was having in her meditative space. So with this happening, and I'll talk about this throughout, you might notice that you're able to feel your emotions more deeply, that you might have more bigger, larger, more powerful waves of the feminine because of the anchor of the masculine within you. And so that conversation, this might be, you notice within the people in your life, this might be the conversation that you have within yourself. But like I said before, and I really want to reiterate this, is that my disclaimer is that not everyone is going to be receiving this energy by their active choice. So you might notice if this is something you're like, Sarah, I'm not noticing this at all. I'm noticing people are sinking more into their like crisscross applesauce ways of being. They're blaming more. They're doing all these things more. That is a complete option right now on this planet. Really, so many timelines have converged and so many timelines are splitting. There's multiple timelines. There's separate timelines. I'll highlight the work of The Alchemist. I'll highlight the work of Carrie Kay. I'll put both of their pages below. And I'll put, it's in the Understanding and Insight. I did a whole video on what I mean by multiple timelines. So that's on my public playlist. You can go check those out. So those are resources for you if this is new language to you, to speak of timelines converging and then timelines separating, or a higher timeline or a lower timeline. Everybody's at the party. So there's no right or wrong. It's really just about vibrational navigation and finding the people, the community that really resonate with you, and that speak this language. And something that's coming into my head right now, I'm having a full chill, is that maybe people that were in your periph, now all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, we vibe. Oh my God, we vibe. And then maybe people that have been in your inner circle are all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, we don't vibe. Oh my God, I don't even know how to talk to you. These are the choices that our soul is making. So definitely go watch the What Does It Mean to Be on Different Timelines video. That could give a really accessible visual for what I mean by that, because I don't want to repeat what I've said there. So not everyone will choose this. This is not for everyone. So please use your discernment. This might not be for you, and that's totally okie dokie. We are all on our healthiest timeline, our highest timeline. So find yours. That's totally okay. And be on it with integrity and authenticity. Beautiful. So less fear of being seen. What this could look like. Less fear of being seen. Determination is bigger than, there's no self-hatred. There's this F it, go for it attitude. What do you mean by any of that? There's less fear of being seen, meaning an God, universe, source, spirit. I use the term God brazenly. So when I'm speaking about God, universe, source, spirit, the creator, all there is. God has given each and every one of us a message. And we could also really use the language of our soul chose, before we even incarnated here, to do something. We all have a soul mission. We all have a soul purpose. We all have a why. And so that is really being asked of us right now. As divine masculine energy is very much, there's a problem, I'm solving it, what's next? There's a problem, I'm solving it, what's next? Whereas the divine feminine mentality is, I can do something over here. It's like I have a lot of pots on the stove top, and I can do this, and I can do this, and I can think about this. But with the divine masculine brain, it's very, there's a problem, I'm solving it, what's next? There's a problem, I'm solving it, what's next? So right now, this might look like, okay, there's been this problem in my life. There's been something coming up that I have not been integrating. And now there's a little bit more of this, just do it. Just F it, just go for it, just say it. There's a fear of being seen. There's a fear of, because so many people are finding the freedom within entrepreneurship. They're finding the freedom within working from your telephone, of having a public platform. This is so common tongue nowadays that is your divine masculine inside of you saying, you need to tell that part of your brain that says you're not worthy, you tell that imposter syndrome to sit down. You've been studying this long enough. You have mastered this long enough that you need to really speak on it. Your community, your investors, your patrons, your clients are waiting for you. They are sitting in a classroom called YouTube. They are sitting in a classroom called TikTok, Instagram, Threads, X, Snapchat. They're sitting there waiting for you. Literally sitting in a classroom waiting for you, being like, where's the teacher? And you're sitting there at home being like, I know I need to teach. I know I got to do something. And that sense of urgency has really transformed itself into, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to show up once and see what's the worst thing that happens. I'm seen. And something that I love about having traumatic pasts, this is kind of like a little flex, big T, little t traumas in the past, which is there's very little that someone can say to you online that could touch even a breath of what you've gone through in your past experiences. It's like, you think your little comment is gonna affect me? One of my parents doesn't even love me. So like, if you think you're gonna really, like, you think that little comment is gonna affect my heart? I've been sexualized in childhood. Okay, so just like, you can't touch this. And so there's this beautiful, it's not like a suit of armor. It's like, I've got this scar on me and I love it. And it's actually helping me to do more in this world. And we must always remember that someone that's doing better than you is never going to judge you. It was 11:11 when I said that. I'll repeat it. Someone that's doing better than you is never going to judge you. Please definitely come and join my Monday lives. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, pretty much every single Monday. We join together, and it's a place for people to utilize this language and to talk about, hey, I'm about to post this, I'm about to do this. And it is such a supportive community. The amount of people that I have met, the amount of souls on this planet that I've never physically met, but like across time and space, that have started their tarot business, that have started their entrepreneurial journey, that have started writing their book, their story, that have started posting and creating in a way that sometimes all you need is community. Actually, a lot of the times all you need is community to say, I believe in you. Go for it. Go for it. Because your wins aren't my wins. They're not for me. Your pot of gold, your millions, your whatever it is that you want, that's only for you. So there's no competition. I'm in competition with the woman that I was in my last breath. So there's nothing within me that doesn't want you to shine. I tell every client, I want you bigger, I want you brighter, I want you bolder. Take up more space. Take up the space that you told God, that your higher self said you gotta take up that space, and you're like, done, put me in body. And now you're like, I gotta take up a lot of space. Like, yeah, you gotta take up space. Think of Jupiter. You gotta be thick. So there's less fear of being seen. There's more of a determination and not so much of that self-hatred. Oh, I remember now. It was the go for it, F it attitude. So I said that. So determination is not the same as self-hatred. What did you mean by that, Sarah? So in my notes, what I was thinking about, and I've talked about this a lot, that when your divine masculine wakes up within you, there's no judgment of what got you here. There's no like, oh my God, I can't believe I wasn't doing this before. I can't believe that I'm posting for the first time now. There's no judgment. It's not like I'm so far behind. You're just determined. You're like, okay, I got the mountain in front of me. What can I do today? I've got my Everest in front of me. What can I do right now? What tools do I have available to me right now? It's true. I had a client the other day, and I've talked brazenly about there's this, I use my tripod for all of my videos and for my all signs readings. And you can see the tripod in the video, and I've always judged myself. And I'm like more than halfway there for the amount saved for like this beautiful lamp. It's on my throne wish list, and I'm just so excited. But like, I'm so close to getting it to a way where I'm not going, how do I say? I'm utilizing the tools that I have. I'm saving my money in a responsible way, where it's not so much I'm going to spend it all on this or do something like this, because my tripod works. So I'm using the tools that I have at my disposal. I've had people comment about my microphone. I have a microphone on my wish list. I'm saving as much money as I can while also taking care of myself and being responsible. And I'm not judging myself for that path. I know the moment that God wants me to have these things, I will have these things. And so it's not this judgment of like, you're an amateur. It's, no, girl, you are showing up. You are showing up, and you're not waiting until the moment that everything's perfect. This is important for a lot of you. You're not waiting for the moment that everything's perfect. You're showing up right now. I promise you, when you go back and you look at some of your older videos, you're going to be like, you had courage, and I'm so proud of you. So there's more determination to just get things done and just to be in the energy of it and to show up as that version of yourself than there's any version of self-hatred. And this might also be, I want to talk a little bit about food and habits, because when the divine masculine wakes up within you, and also I just want to highlight that this is in the description of every single one of my videos, is my voice is meant to unlock codes within you. So you can put me on in the background and this will help your divine masculine inside of you wake up. So if you are keen to really let this unlock within you, just declare, I'm ready for this. I am ready for my divine masculine to wake up within me. I'm ready to balance that with my divine feminine inside of me. I've already done videos on the divine feminine and embodying your divine feminine. So this is like, there's yin and yang. There's both sides to this. So we can't have one without the other. We all have Venus inside of us. We all have Mars inside of us. We all are experiencing Venus transiting our chart. We are all experiencing Mars transiting our chart. So this is just talking about that masculine container that's inside of us that allows Venus to flourish. The container of masculine inside of you will give the feminine container more emotional space, more emotional maturity, more space to feel it and to have bigger experiences. So the stronger the container, the bigger the feeling. So expect both of them to kind of like pop off. I love it. So food might shift, the way that you eat might shift, the way that you, and that's something that happened in my membership groups. How do I describe this? So it was in the channeling that came through for the full moon in Aquarius. That happened. It really doesn't matter when you're watching this. This is available on my website. You can get it at any time. But it was in August of 2025 that this happened, where the download that came through was about closing all the lower timelines and stepping brazenly into your highest timeline. So that's available in the description of this video. It doesn't matter when you're watching this. Could be 5 years in the future, but that's available right now for you. I did that meditation. When I went into it, I had a hyperfixation food, and when I went out of it, I haven't touched it since. It was done. I had received the medicine from that hyperfixation food that I needed to, and I just didn't need it anymore. So this can happen instantaneously. When you're ready to let this version of you come out, this component of you come out, it's safe and it's you. This isn't an entity taking over your body and saying like, ooh, now I'm masculine or now I'm this. This is an energy inside of you that's saying, that's where you're going. Your current habits cannot get you there. So you're going to have to change your habits to get to where you're going. I was listening to a great Dr. Joe talk today on Lewis Howes. I'll put the link for that podcast below. And it just like this video, just reminds me, his vibration just reminds me of, and he speaks of, this is where I want to go. And he speaks of the gym. I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. I want to eat right. I want to be in shape. I don't want to be in pain, but I'm sitting on the couch and I'm not doing anything and I'm judging myself for it. That is an addictive pattern of self-deprecation that when you start showing up at the gym, there's going to be the clash. There's going to be the clash of both sides of your brain being the old you saying, wait, and the new you saying, no. What I'm recognizing is that the divine masculine, when it wakes up, it doesn't even engage with that other side of your brain. It doesn't engage with that voice. It doesn't engage with the self-deprecation. It just shows up for the future. And it's just like unshakable. It's like, yeah, it's this anchor within you that just says, show up, show up. I spoke, maybe like a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, I was processing a lot of grief. And so what I'd put on my calendar is my Mars is in Taurus, so I need a cute bougie calendar or else nothing's getting done. So like I work with my Mars, it's in my Mastering Mars program just as much as you do. Bullet journals, the whole thing. I'm making a cute little bullet journal for my 31 days of devotion that I'm in right now. So if it's not on the calendar, it's not getting done if you have a Mars in Taurus. And so I was putting body on the calendar 3 times a week to get into my body. And that could look like a walk in the woods. That could look like me getting on my yoga mat. It was me bridging the gap between doing nothing and being physical. Now, I get to the gym 3 days a week. I don't care what I do at the gym. I get to the gym and I do something. It was on my Sunday, my third workout last week where I danced and I moved and I brought my journal with me and I made notes, and it felt so good just to let my body move. But I had no expectation. Today I went to the gym and I was able to do a lower body. I went earlier in the day, so not every machine was available. So I had to kind of like work through my program and do different things and work around it. I showed up and I processed something so deep and I was able to release it and let it go. So when you put yourself in the alignment with this energy, you're going to let things go very, very easily. You're not going to want to soapbox it. You're just going to let it go and be like, okay, let's go to the next thing. Problem solved, done, fixed it. Yeah, problem, how do I fix it? It's solved, move along. There's not going to be like, I'm not afraid anymore. I just processed this. I just did this. It's going to be, okay, let's move along. What's next? What's next? And it's not disassociated. When you need to feel the emotion. It's just very efficient. It's beautifully efficient. And this, I couldn't, it's such an embodiment. And so like even today, like I'm able to wear a more divine feminine ensemble than I've ever, like I just got this dress. It's so beautiful. And I'm able to embody this because of the divine masculine that has woken up inside of me. It's really beautiful and it's fully embodied. It's fully, this divine masculine, if you're receiving this energy, and if you're keen to receive this energy, just declare, I receive this energy, I'm ready to and open to receive this energy. It does not need to be taught how to show up. It is also not embarrassed to say, I don't know how to do this, let me go find out how to do this, learns how to do this, and then moves along with its life. It is determined energy. It is passionate energy. It has a why. It is so embodied. And it's not like you have to, it's not like a Bambi waking up. It's this fully sovereign energy in you that is awoken. It's beautiful. And it will allow every aspect of yourself to feel safe because the safety comes from within your body. It does not come from an external validation. It comes from within you. It's so beautiful. I'm getting so excited about it. And I'm just so excited to share this with you. I'm so excited to share these light codes, and I'm so excited to share this energy with you. How is this showing up for you? Please comment below. How does the divine masculine within you communicate? Where is your Mars placement? I have so much Mars information. If you really want to put the lens of astrology in front of this, it is your assertion, how I move in this world, how I get things done. So Mars is a great planet to work with if this is your language. I couldn't recommend that program higher. My entire heart and soul is in it, and you have instant access in Mastering Mars, and you have it for the rest of your life. That entire program you could use for the rest of your life. So, not for everyone, food, home, safety, inside, a new voice. So we kind of really talked about that, how this is within us, and really talk to it. You know, I don't know if this is your language, but what I'll do is, and as you've noticed when I'm channeling, and I'm channeling a specific entity, or when I channel the Council of Nine, it's a new voice that comes on, so you can differentiate between what is Sarah and what is that channel that's coming through. And when I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to God or to my higher self, I notice that, and it's why speaking out loud to yourself, talking to yourself is very important, because you can tell the difference between, what am I supposed to do? You're going to do this. How do I know if that's the right thing? You already know that this is the right thing. I'm sure you've noticed that. I'm sure you've seen when you talk to yourself, it's like, who am I talking to? Your consciousness, your soul, your higher self is talking to your human body avatar. God is speaking through you. You'll know the difference. You'll 100% know the difference. So when you communicate with this divine masculine inside of you, it's this new voice of polarity of like, you know what to do. What do you need to feel safe? Do you need to sit in meditation for a few minutes? Do you need to have a snack? Do you need to get into nature? Like, what is the medicine for the problem that you have right in front of you that's preventing you from living your highest timeline? Like, what is the invisible baby gate that is right in front of you living your highest timeline? What is it? What is the medicine that can get you through that baby gate? Do you have that medicine inside of you, or do you have that resource? Do you need to learn something? Do you need to have a therapy session? Do you need to call a healer, a channeler, a shaman, a mystic, or someone? a channel? Do you need to have your chart? Like, what do you need to do actively to get to that, to get through the baby gate, to continue to live your best life? What does that look like? And really leaning into that. So listen for a new voice. And it's very safe. It's you. It's fully formed. Just like in my Awaken Mastery program, we talk about your inner child, your inner teenager. You know, there's IFS, if that is your language, where you have all the different versions of you that all live within you. I like to think of it as like you're the CEO of your whole life and everybody's sitting at the big conference table and you got your inner teenager, your higher self, your shadow self, your future self, your soul, your higher self. Everyone's sitting there. God, obviously your spirit team. And when you listen, you can use the astrological language. I listen to my sun sign, my moon sign, my Mercury, my Venus, my Jupiter, my Pluto, like all of them, my ascendant sign. Listen for this voice, or do some active time in your own meditation and your own practice to get to know the masculine within you. Truly, get to know the masculine within you. I have a great talk that I did with Susanna. She's a Venus specialist. So part 1 is available now. Part 2 will be available soon. I'll put that link below. So it's really Mars and Venus come to the cafe table and we talk about what that looks like. Okay, inside a new voice, food, home, safety. The desire for food and home and safety. I'm going to take a sip of water, pardon me. The desire for home and safety. We've talked about food. That might be coming up really to give yourself, I want to express this the right way. Your body is your home. So there might be the desire to exercise more, to feel safe and strong and healthy within your body. There might be the desire to have your own home. There might be the desire to own your own home, to have land. Whatever level this lives at for you in your current paradigm, in your current reality, there might be a desire to step it up. And it's determination. That's what I want. This is where I'm going. And there's no fluff. There's no, I'm having a full body chill. There's no, it's like the desire to be seen might really shift. The desire for like the flashy show it off might really shift. Whereas, for example, my dress, I got it at Savers. It was like $12, $13. It was like a resounding yes when I picked it up. And I got there right when Savers opened and there was a line out the door. I understand why. Like, I get it. When you're thrifting and you show up first thing, like you get the creme de la creme. And so it's not like it's a label. I know it's called Venus. The label's called Venus. I know, right? So it's not so much like, look at me. It's very much like, I'm looking at me. I'm looking in the mirror. So because this really might shift for a lot of your vision boards. It might be that you really wanted this car and now you're like, I don't really care if it's this name. I just want this color. I just want it to work well. I want it to be, this size. I don't really care what the model is. It really might be, this is what it is. It's the value. It's the value that you're receiving. So there are very few things that I will buy cheap. Very few things. Unless it's like this. I want to thrift it if it's of good quality. If not, I'm spending money on the good sneakers. I'm spending money on the good canvas light. I'm spending money on the good microphone. I'm spending money on that because it is a top quality and that's what I want. So I'm not ever going to spend money on something that is an emotional spend. I'm not going to spend money on something that is put together with popsicle sticks and duct tape. I'm never going to stretch myself in that capacity ever again. Like, it's just unfathomable for me to think of doing that anymore with this energy within me. But the determination that I have to be the vessel to hold the finances, to receive the home and the mortgage, for me to be able to provide that for myself, that is like, every day I show up for that. So see, the difference is not so much about the external seeing you and saying, oh my God, you have this label. Oh my God, you have this thing. It's me saying, this is the best quality. So I'm going to go to that store and buy it because it is the absolute best quality for what it is that I need. I don't care where the house is. I have the aesthetic that I want. I don't care this. I want this weather. I want this. Like, it's so different where it's more, I have my priorities and my standards instead of I need to be seen by this collective for them to validate what I need to feel inside. I already feel it inside. So now I'm going to go express it past my human skin because this is our original home. So once we take care of this home, everything else is going to saturate out. And the home that we live in, the car that we drive, these are all expressions of how we feel about ourselves. So if you have woken up, if the divine masculine within you has woken up, you're probably going to be extraordinarily displeased with certain realities that you're living in. It's not going to be self-deprecating. It's not going to be judgmental. It is going to be, okay, take top tier care of that and let's go make more money. And let's go find ways to get what it is that we need. I want to now circle around to pairing this with the metaphysical. When you integrate your why, this is where I'm going, this is why I want it, this is how I'm going to feel when I receive it, and you feel that joy. We'll use joy. I want to feel joy. I want to feel rich. I want to have that home. I want to have that car, whatever it is. You've decided what it is. You've decided what the feeling is that matches with that thing in the external reality. And you decide to feel that feeling as often as you possibly can. And you integrate these masculine aligned actions to live into that future as often as you possibly can to become the version of yourself that can hold that energy. Your paradigm can shift in days, in seconds, in minutes, because your external reality has to match your vibration. It has to. That is the way that this universe works. Yeah, your Dr. Joe language, your personality determines your personal reality. So if you change your personality, if you integrate the masculine and the feminine within you, if you yin and yang hardcore, you're going to have the future. And it's going to come to you so effortlessly. That's where the Venus comes in. That's where the feminine, that's where the receiving comes in. Whereas you're aligned to that future. You're aligned to that version of you because you're embodying it. You're there. You show up in the environments that stretch you, in the places. We'll use the gym, for example. When I was in a different season of life before this fully woke up within me, anytime I went to the gym, I was looking around and I was like, oh my God, everybody is fit. Everybody is fit and tight and they are determined and they are doing amazing. And I was looking around and I was feeling anxiety. This was also me getting used to Pluto and Aquarius. There's so much happening all at the same time. This was a lot. So I'm not judging myself. I'm just highlighting a season where I was looking around. Now, when I walk into and I was even like planning like, oh, I can only go to the gym at this time because there's not going to be that many people here. And I can only go to the gym here. I can only do this here. I was putting myself in all of these small little boxes and containers. Now, when I walk in my mind's eye, I have like my higher self and Yeshua surrounding me. And they're just like chit-chatting. And I'm like, oh, good. And they're just hanging out with me. And I just have this like, it's like why I love Caffè so much, because like the chit chatter just calms my brain. So I have Yeshua, my higher self, and they're just chit chatting and they're just like, girl, smashing it. You're smashing it. Watch your form here. Do this here. Do this here. And we're just hanging out and everything else disappears. So it's not that I am omitted from that energy. I'm a part of that community because I showed up. I'm a part of the community that pushes me and stretches me. There's very few people that I know at the gym. Very few people. One of the gals that I know today, she called me girly. And I lost it. And I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. I just absolutely lost it. It was beautiful. It was like I had just processed something so guttural and so deep, and I was writing it down. And then I wrote down girly. It's like on my calendar right now. It's the 14th of August, 2025. I was doing my workout and I processed a gym trauma so deep. And I was like, and I just complimented her workout. We've complimented each other before, and she's like, thanks, girly. And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm dropping sparkles. Okay. Okay. Joy is blossoming. The feminine is blossoming. Anger wants to express itself. Okay. You might notice, I want to be specific and really intentional with my words here. Anger wants to express itself, but in a very healthy, safe way. In a very healthy, safe way. I talk about this in my Mastering Mars program. I talk about this when working with the inner teenager, your inner adolescent. And in my Mastering Mars program, there's a really beautiful talk about the difference between your Mars energy and your inner teenager energy. So it's definitely so worth the investment. I work with that program all the time. If you want to be efficient, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. That's the best investment you can ever make, is educating yourself and working on yourself. Best investment you can ever make. And that's not just my language. Like any entrepreneur, any multimillionaire, billionaire mindset person that I've ever, not every billionaire would I ever switch lives with. And I'll only take advice from someone that I'd be like, I like your life. I would trade lives, or I would step into your shoes. You know what I mean? And the number one thing that I've noticed within these leaders is they're like, invest in yourself. You have an extra $1,000, invest in yourself, educate yourself, learn a new skill, do something that betters you, that empowers you. So I take that advice, and I do my own programs because I'm just like, oh my God, you channeled this through. I'm gonna step into that. But so your anger will want to express itself in a safe and healthy way. Healthy anger is going to the gym. Yeah, you can express anger in a very healthy way where it's not self-deprecating. It's not taking it out on someone else around you because it's no one else's fault, but you get to express your pain, your rage, your emotions, whatever happens to you in a way that actually betters yourself. Whereas your body is physically healthier, like whatever it may be, when you find the way to express your anger in a healthy way, there's no negatives to that. Anger is a very important, very powerful tool. Very, very powerful tool. And so for that not to take over your life, find a way to healthily express it. Because with this work, you will find that anger will want to find its healthy container to express itself. It's not like you're going to be driving in traffic and you're going to get pissed off and have road rage. You're going to be like, wow, that person is there. I send them blessings. And then when you're at the gym, you're like, it's so beautiful. You have the awareness and the emotional maturity to be like, I'm going to bank that. I'm going to put that in the bank of my workout, and I'm going to think about this moment in my workout, and I'm going to wish that I could Mad Max down the road. I think but you can't. So you do it at the gym. Okie dokie. The last thing that I want to talk about is, what can I take on? The problem solve, fix it next. When this energy really wakes up within you, it's not going to be, oh my God, the globe is on fire. The world is shifting right now. The world is changing. And we know that. There are so many things going on this planet that are devastating, that are like out of your mind, ridiculous and disgusting and painful, and it's overwhelming. When this energy wakes up within you, you will recognize, this is my community and this is the problem that I can solve. That's one of the key things when it comes to, practical money manifestation. Practical. Like if you want a practical thing, this is something Teal Swan talks about. This is something that Napoleon Hill talks about. This is something that Bob Proctor talks about. I'm not making this language up. This is not just my language. I'm just reiterating it to you. You want to be rich. Solve a problem. Solve a problem in this planet. That's it. That's literally it. And this doesn't have to be a practical problem. This can be, I am an artist, I am a singer, I inspire people, I entertain people, I help them grow, whatever it may be, but solve a problem. And so with this energy waking up within you, you're going to recognize, I'm going to use this term very gently, you're going to kind of recognize your niche in a way where, oh, I blend this world and this world. Oh, I blend religion and spirituality. Oh, for myself, the problem that I solve is I blend metaphysics with personal leadership growth and development. And we express it creatively. It's a three-pillar, what do I want to say, mission in my life. It's written all over my website. Definitely go check out my website. Please do. So you'll recognize what maybe 2 to 3 components that you bring together that makes sense, and that you have a product, you have a program, you have a mission, you have something that's like, you can invest in this, you can buy this, you have a membership group, you have maybe all of those things. But what is the problem that you solve? And when you recognize the world, you don't look at the world as a whole burning dumpster fire anymore. You're going to look at it as, this is the niche. This is the group of people. These are my people. This is my flock. These are the people that I can offer something to, and I know what to offer. Is there anything else? I think we did it. How is this really resonating with you? How is this showing up in your life? What does the divine masculine look like within you? Where is your natal Mars? What sign and what house is it in? My natal Mars is in Taurus. It's in my 7th house of relationships. So I am working with that stubborn little bull that doesn't want to do things and making it happen. It's also squaring my midheaven and squaring my Venus in Aquarius, a nice T-square. So it's a good time. It's a good time. It takes attention and love, and yeah, when the bull's ready to do something, he goes, he does things. So how's this showing up for you? How does this resonate? Please comment below. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you'd like more information like this. I do all signs readings, channeled messages, talk about collective awakenings and all different fun things around here. And please check out my website, my membership group, the Divine Sovereign Room. That is a space for leaders that are creating their new paradigms. So that if that is for you, please look into the Divine Sovereign Room. My Mastering Mars program, if you are embodying your divine masculine, if you're ready to step into this, that program is waiting for you. Please, in the description, check out my blog. I just wrote a Why Mars blog that could be helpful. It's in the astrology tab as well as the guidance and toolbox tab, depending on when you're watching this. But I have all these resources that are available for you to help you make sense of what's going on. My intention is to make this accessible, to make it practical, so you're not spending all of this time. What do I do? How am I supposed to do this? You don't have to sit forever under the Bodhi tree and meditate. These are accessible tools for you to integrate into your life. So when you start working with your divine masculine, you can't save the world. You can save yourself. And by doing that, you save the world. And when you find the problem that you solve in this world, and it matches with what the world needs, everybody wins. You cannot have a bad day. Your abundances, your riches, your success, it is looking for you. Your people are looking for you. I think that's it. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video.